I'm everything, I'm nothing. Okay, so if you didn't watch my last video talking about maturity is not an age, not a mindset, go watch that video because it kind of ties in with this video dealing with the essence of time. Now, time, before I say anything else in the video, I want you to know time isn't real. Time is an illusion that we use to control our everyday to-day life. It's just like with Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. That stuff ain't real. It's just something that we humans have created so we could really have some type of organization. We use the sun to dictate the time. So now with that out the way, let me get into time itself. As humans, we naturally have this inclination to think that we have time, to think that tomorrow is guaranteed, right? And why is that? It's because we're naturally programmed to look at the future. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes we might reminisce on the past, think about the past and memories like that. But most times, if we're with someone, we always try to make plans, not for the past, not for the present, but for the future. Hey, let's go out to eat tomorrow. Let's do this Thursday. Let's do this next week, next month, next year, etc. We always think in the future. But the crazy thing is the future isn't guaranteed. But we don't necessarily stop and think, bro, tomorrow I could die. Like literally, as I'm recording this video, I could literally hang this phone up. I could hang this phone up, go right to bed, wake up dead. And you won't even know it. You would not even know it. Because naturally, you're going to expect me to pop right here the next day or in the next week. Because naturally, you're going to think about the future. Hey, man, wait, I enjoyed that video. Can't wait for the next video, right? You're not going to be thinking, man, Wade might die tomorrow. He might die today. You don't think like that because you thinking about the future. And that's natural. We all think about the future. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the reality is that the future ain't guaranteed for nobody. Some people might watch the news and something bad, boom, in an instant might happen to someone. Somebody get robbed, someone might get shot. Never saw it coming. And they see that on the news and it don't really hit them until it actually happens to them. Because a lot of people like to think that, oh, well, if it doesn't affect me, then I ain't got to worry about it. And that thinking right there is exactly when something comes your way, you're not going to be ready because you never got ready to get ready in the first place. Because you like to think that because something didn't happen to you specifically, it couldn't affect you, that you're untouchable or you're out of this world. When at the same, bro, it don't matter where you live on this earth. If you live on planet Earth, it don't matter if you live in Alaska, it don't matter if you live in Australia, it don't matter if you live in Egypt. You are going to be affected by certain things. That's universal. Now, it may not be as bad as one place specifically, but it's still bad, bro. Just because you live in, you know what I'm saying, the East Coast or the West Coast does not mean that you can't have earthquakes, you can't have tornadoes or national disasters, you can't get robbed or you can't get something, you know what I'm saying, taken away from you. You are not immune to that, man. You are not immune to that. And that's something that a lot of people really don't really think about, especially when they're younger, because they're caught up in the day-to-day world. They're so caught up in everything that it takes away from the moment. It takes away from their actual thinking process because they're so worried about insignificant things about, when I'm gonna get this PlayStation 5, when I'm gonna get this new game or things like that. That stuff does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. When you are really going through something, you're not gonna be thinking about no PS5. You're not gonna be thinking about, where my hot fries at, where my Cheetos, where my chips at, where my food. Like, you're not gonna think about that because it doesn't matter. But because something necessarily bad hasn't happened to you yet, you're so worried about things that don't even exist. Some things probably don't even exist. Social media don't even exist. You so worried about things that are going to be irrelevant the next day. By tomorrow you wake up, you're not even gonna remember what you was dealing with tomorrow because it didn't even matter. It didn't matter. But you really just like to worry about little insignificant things and then think that the world is going to end and you're so sad and all this other, like when people are going through real life stuff, real life crisis, people getting evicted from their houses, people getting their houses burnt down, you know what I'm saying, turned away by tornadoes and all types of stuff. So it's like, yeah, our lives, everybody's lives might not be perfect, but still be grateful for things that you have, and also be grateful for the time that you can spend on this earth. Because instead of thinking that you're gonna, you know, always be young, think like this. Think like, okay, I have a certain amount of time on this earth. I don't know when I'm gonna die. I don't know when I'm gonna pass away. And also, mind you, not everyone lives to be 70, 60, 80 years old. Not everybody lives a full life. So you could go out at any given moment. Very limited time. Now that you got that in your mindset, think like, okay, how can I use this time? How can I positively affect other people's lives? How can I help my own life? How can I use this time to the best of my ability? That's how you should be thinking, instead of thinking that time is always something that's going to be on your side. Because before you know it, time, like I say, time doesn't exist. But because you get, this is where the illusion kicks in. Because you're so programmed, you're so, you know what I'm saying, dialed in on other things, time goes quick, instantly. Next thing you know, boom, you're 10 years old, 30 years old, 40, 50, 60. Now before you know it, you're on the edge of your life in a blink of an eye, because you never really stopped and dealt with the present moment. You always dealt with the future. Bro, use your time as wisely as you possibly can. I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. All this isn't going to be here together. This technology isn't always going to be here. There's going to probably come a point in time, this message you might not be able to get. There might be a time where there's certain access information that you can easily get within your, you know, hands that might not always be there. So while it's there, use it. Use it now. And like I always say, stay in the moment. That's the key. Stay in the moment. Stop thinking about the past. Stop worrying about the future. Because the past and the future doesn't exist. We can't live in the past or the future. Only the present moment. But I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Take away something from that video. I'm going to say this one more time. Use your time wisely. Use it wisely. Please use it wisely. Stop wasting your time. Stop thinking you have forever on this earth, because you don't. Use your time wisely. Love y'all, man. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.